Next on the 7, Kenneth DeHart, the man accused of shooting and killing Blount County Deputy Greg McCowan and injuring Deputy Shelby Eggers, was arraigned for a second time today. As we've reported, the shooting happened during a traffic stop in 2024. DeHart was arrested, arraigned, and indicted in the months that followed, but then a judge granted DeHart a new preliminary hearing after his defense team argued he was not able to retain his counsel of choice initially. That hearing happened this past November, and today DeHart once again pleading not guilty to all 21 counts, including first-degree murder. So the question is, what happens next?
Now that you're in criminal court, what you do is there's a lot of discovery, a lot of evidence, a lot of motions in response, and then at the end of the day, if the case is not resolved, there's a trial before 12 jurors of your peers, and they have to prove the state each and every element beyond a reasonable doubt.
DeHart's trial was originally scheduled to begin on April 13th, but that date will mark his bond hearing. His new trial date will be set after a motion hearing, which is in June. Continuing our Big 7 list for you, an Oak Ridge man has been taken into custody in connection with a child sex crimes case out of Madisonville. The victim, under the age of 14. Madisonville police say 24-year-old Ethan Owens was indicted by a Monroe County grand jury last week. He was taken into custody in Oak Ridge. Now, Owens is charged with aggravated statutory rape. Police also note that Owens was previously convicted of harassment involving the same victim back in 2024. Next on the 7 for you tonight, a school in Claiborne County mourning the loss of a student, also offering support as well. You know, we've been telling you an 8-year-old was killed in what is being described as an accidental shooting. It happened along Highway 90 in the Clairfield community yesterday afternoon. Now, Clairfield Elementary School is saying it will have counselors and additional support staff available to help students and staff members who may need someone to talk to in the days ahead. The school adds not to hesitate to reach out if your family needs support during this time. We continue our list for you throughout the week. You know, we've been telling you about the measles outbreak in South Carolina and Middle Tennessee. Now, Knox County Health is asking people to take the necessary steps to prevent a measles outbreak here in East Tennessee. According to the Tennessee Department of Health, 8 people statewide contracted the virus last year. 7 of them were unvaccinated, and the vaccination status of the 8th is still unknown. Now, 1 person was hospitalized. On average, 1 in every 5 people who contract measles are hospitalized. 1 in 1,000 develop swelling of the brain, which can lead to brain damage. 1 to 3 of every 1,000 will die, no matter how good their medical coverage is. Now, East Tennessee, like much of the country, has fallen beneath the threshold required for herd immunity status, putting the most vulnerable among us at risk.
So you've got a large amount of people in Knox County who will never catch measles, even if measles walked right up to them and shook their hand. But we have an increasing number of folks who could catch it and could then spread it to other unvaccinated people within the area.
Dr. Megan Edwards tells 6 News she got her 9-month-old twins vaccinated because of an upcoming trip. She says parents should talk to their pediatrician about vaccines and is urging every parent to get their child vaccinated. Next for you tonight, we are getting an update on a deadly motorcycle crash that impacted traffic yesterday afternoon. This was the crash that happened along Kingston Pike at the entrance to the Village Green Shopping Center just west of Campbell Station Road. This is in Farragut. The Highway Patrol is now identifying the motorcyclist who was killed as 22-year-old Austin Sanford. THP adds that Sanford was trying to pass a car when he was hit. Continuing our Big 7 list for you, you may see more of those bright yellow TDOT help trucks out on the roadways. It's expanding its program to help drivers in rural areas of Tennessee. Right now, TDOT's help trucks patrol Tennessee's 4 largest urban areas: Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, and Chattanooga. But TDOT's commissioner says moving into the rural areas is just as important.
Because on rural interstates, traveling speeds can be higher, incidents can be more severe, and the distance from medical services can be significant. The expansion of TDOT's help program into rural areas fills a critical gap in emergency response coverage by improving safety and reducing incident clearance times.
TDOT says the program will be in all 4 regions by this summer. Next for you on the 7, today marks 1 year since the passing of Sheriff Wayne Potter. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office says it's taking a moment to remember him, not just as a sheriff, but as a co-worker and a friend. They say Potter was steady, dependable, always focused on taking care of his community. Under Sheriff Rick Hamby, the department says it is continuing to continuing the work and values that he cared about. They are asking the community to join them in remembering his life and the impact he had on the people around him.